today's lesson, you will learn how to express a number as a product of primes. By the end of today's lesson, you will have been successful if you can express any number as a product of prime numbers. Okay, so some previous knowledge we require is a prime number is a number that has only two factors, 1 and itself. Every number is either prime or composite. Every composite number can be expressed as a product of prime numbers. This means composite numbers can be factorised in a way that they can be written as a series of prime numbers being multiplied together. Example 1. Show the prime decomposition of the number 60. Okay, so let's start. Starting with the number 60, we want to identify any two factors of 60. So two factors that come to mind are 2 and 30. Now, if any of these are prime numbers, I'm going to put a box around that and I'm going to finish there because I've found a prime number. 2 has only two factors, 1 in itself, so that is a prime number, so I'm finished with the number 2. I then want to look at 30 and break that down into any two factors. Now, I have 2 and 15. I've already seen that 2 is a prime number, so I'm finished with 2 here. Looking at 15, any two numbers at times to give me 15. Well, I've got 3 and 5. And both of these are in fact prime numbers. Okay, so I can say that 60 is equal to 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. All of those being prime numbers. So I can write that like so. 60 equals 2 times 2 times 3 times 5, and I can even simplify that further to being 2 squared times 3 times 5, and that is me done with that. Okay, so let's look at the number 49. Now what it wouldn't be useful to do is it wouldn't be useful to look at factors being 1 and 40 because 1 is not a prime number and we can't break that down any further, okay? So I have 2 and 20. 2 is a prime number. 20 is not, so I'm going to keep going with that. I have 2 and 10. Again, 2 is a prime number. 10 is not, so I'm going to keep going. And I have 2 and 5, both of which are in fact prime numbers. So I can write 40 equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 5, and I can simplify that further to being 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by 5.